I think so. In terms of 2020 cricket and the way the game is evolving, particularly with that extra fielder in the ring now, it just shows if teams are starting fairly slowly, if they have wickets in hand during the middle overs to the end, the 350s and even the 400s have we've seen that. So I think it's great for the game. It's entertaining for everyone, and I think it's sort of put everything to bed with regards to the one-day game falling away. So I think it's great for cricket. I think it does make sense. Me personally, as a batter, it does have its it has its bonuses. But in terms of the bowlers, I think it's extremely difficult on them to, they can always start well, but at the back end of their spells, they really are taking a pounding. So I can respect that decision if they do change it. But that'll be out of our hands as players, I guess, and we'll let the ICC make that rule. But if it changes, that's fine. I think the game's still heading in the right direction. It's been thoroughly enjoyable. 11 years that I've been extremely grateful for. Every player's dream is to represent their country, and I've been lucky enough to do that. So we've had our challenges as young players coming into the side. We've had some tough losses, but we've slowly evolved and managed to sneak a few great ones in for us. So it's been thoroughly enjoyable, but a very proud moment for me. So sad for me that'll be ending, but I'm very proud to be a Zimbabwean. I'm very proud to represent my country, and a great stage tomorrow to finish up and hopefully end on a high note. Those are fond memories, but me personally, it will probably be our first Test win against Bangladesh. Being in isolation for 5 years and coming back and winning our first Test match back, that was an incredible feeling. And then also winning another Test against Pakistan. So those are two that stand out for me personally. We all as players value Test cricket, so we all know how hard it is as players to go out there for 5 days and physically and mentally try and you test yourselves against the best sides in the world. So those are two that stand out for me. Tough question for me to answer because it hasn't been an easy decision to make. Just in terms of finding a competitive team to go and play for. Yes, international cricket's always been the pinnacle for me, but it's something that I discussed with my family and my wife, and after 2-3 months of doing that, I decided to go and play in England. But I think all players tend to try and maximise a little bit. And when you got kids at home, you want to try and make sure they've got the best sort of upbringing that you can give them. So that all sort of favoured that decision. But it's a 3-year decision. I don't think everything's lost after England, whether I continue to play on after those 3 years in England or come back to Zimbabwe. That's all too far ahead, but I just want to go there and try and better myself as a cricketer, and at the end of the day we're all trying to provide for families, and to me that's very important. I think there's enough depth there at the moment. We've certainly got some experienced players, we've got some young and talented players coming through. I'm not too worried about maybe leaving a hole there. People speculating about with me going. I certainly don't feel that's the case. I think the players are definitely good enough to fulfill that number 4 spot in Test cricket and one days. So exciting players as in Solomon Mire, and there's Sean Williams in the middle there. There's talks of Graham Creamer making a comeback to Zimbabwe cricket. So for me, that's all very encouraging, and I've no doubt under Dav Watmore that the guys you'll start seeing the best from them, and I'm confident that there's a bright future just around the corner for Zimbabwe cricket.